Hey coach, how's it going? I'm Carson Hirsch from Las Vegas, Nevada. Played at Bishop Gorman, and this is what could be yours.
Flip! 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 Settle! Ball!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. show a difference. The game is changing. Science is entering the game in all aspects, including the quarterback position. This is why we see the greatest passers like Rodgers, Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, and even Brady, a man who's been known to be one of the best mechanical passers for years, all changing their mechanics to be able to properly use their bodies more efficiently and more effectively. Now, don't get me wrong. As quarterbacks, we're going to have to be able to throw both ways. It just depends on the situation on a given play. Okay. Hey. Let's go.
Don't slip, boy.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, so first we're gonna go over some defensive fronts, and in order to do that, I gotta go over some defensive alignment techniques real quick. We got the 0, so head up. We got the 1 shade, the 2-eye shade, 2 shade, 2 shade, 3-eye, 3-eye, 4-eye, 4-eye, 4, 4, 5. All right, so in under, the defensive line is going to shift to the weak side of the ball. We got a tight end on the right, so they're going to shift over to the left, our left, because we're on offense. So we got our end in a 5 technique over here. We got our tackle in a 3 technique right here. Other tackle's going to be a 2 technique, 2-eye technique. And our end, depending on who you play, they might still have them in a 5, or they might have them in a 4-eye. It kind of depends. But we're gonna put them in a 5 right now. All right, so in over, just the opposite of under. The defensive line is gonna shift to the strong side of the ball. Tight ends on the right. So here we go. We got our end over here, gonna be in a 5 technique. Tackle is gonna be in a 3. Other tackle's gonna be in 2-eye. And the end just depends again, but most likely he'll be in a 5. All right, so in odd, our nose guard, he's head up. He's responsible for both A gaps here. And our tackles, they're lined up straight up in a 4 technique. This is typically more in a 3-4 defense. All right, so in tight, your nose is still gonna be head up. And your tackles are gonna be in a 4-eye technique. You might see a blitz usually with tight, so you might see this Will backer come in and fill that A-gap bubble, or you might see Jack on the weak side blitz also. So it just depends on the look. Now, as you can see, not every gap is filled. We'll call this like right here. That'd be called an A-gap bubble. Right here, we got a B-gap bubble. All right, so now over. You see here, We got another A gap bubble. And then right here, another B gap bubble. All right, so what does that mean? It means when we don't like the look or we see something open, we like a run, this is where we're gonna run to. Where we'd like to run to these bubbles because that's what's gonna open. Now, you may have your whale backer, he might come and fill, and you have to see the situation. But these are our 4 basic defensive fronts. All right, so we got a 3-4 defense and a 4-3 defense. Not very complicated. You got 3 down linemen, 4 down linemen, 3-4. 4 down linemen, 3 down linemen, 4-3. Basic thing here is that this guy, he's gonna be a clogger. He's just gonna try to take these 2 guys right here or these 2 guys and clog them, take up space. Now down here, and so here, they're clogging so that we can get our second level linebackers to start making plays. So the 4-3 allows it to be a little bit more easier for Mike to scrape down and find the gap he needs to fill, because we got more people down here and the linemen are more occupied by these guys up front now, you know, so that's a 4-3, 3-4. 4-3 is gonna be a little bit more of a heavy look. 3-4 is not. All right, we got cover 0. There's no safety. Guys are locked up right on top of each receiver. They're linked up. We got one-on-ones. We're looking for a mismatch. This guy's probably coming. He might be coming. They're trying, the whole point of cover 0 is to send the pressure and create a negative play and try to make the offense make a mistake. Concepts I like to do with this one is a little switch concept where we have Z. He comes up and he kind of rubs him off and goes, and then he can just do a little wheel route. Over here, I like a little smash concept sometimes. Do a little corner right here, a little shallow route. That'll open it up. All right, so cover 1. It's pretty similar to cover 0, but now we got a free safety roaming up in the top. We got these guys locked on. Whether they're off or not, they're locked on. Probably have that jack coming, that weak side backer again. Now, who's got him? If he goes out here, he's probably got him. If he goes out here, he's probably got him. Unless he's not blitzing, he'll grab him. If he's not blitzing, he probably is. Or he might go like that. All right, so cover 2, pretty simple. Corner's gonna have flats. Free safety's gonna have deep half, strong safety, deep half, corner, flats. Hook curl, and these guys are gonna be settling up right here. That's your basic cover 2. Now, sometimes teams will do more of a Tampa 2, they call it, and they'll send this Mike, because if you look where the weak spots are, it's this whole shot, middle of the field, hold shot. So a lot of teams will want to hit posts and hit here. So they'll take this Mike and they'll backpedal him up into the middle and he'll cover this. Something I like to do here with cover 2, besides posts and hole shots, is if we send 3 of our guys deep, like here, if we got him going, and we got him going a little bit up and towards the middle of the field, this guy's gonna have to decide, and this guy's gonna go over here. So if we got a little in or out, or whatever right here instead of that. This guy's gonna go over here, cover this deep route while his corner sits in the flat. This guy's gonna have to pick and choose, so we're gonna do a divide concept here, and he's gonna either pick here, or we're gonna hit that shot. He's gonna either go over here, or we're gonna hit that hole. Now, like Tampa 2, when the mic goes up in the middle between the two halves to protect the middle of the field, there's also two Rob. You know, there's a lot of names for it, but they'll go into a nickel defense, which is just taking the linebacker out and adding in another defensive back. And they'll take him, and he'll make his way a little bit during the cadence, but he'll make his way towards the middle of the field and basically do the same as Tampa 2, but instead of a linebacker, they'll have a DB doing it because not a lot of people have athletic enough linebackers. All right, so a lot of teams will try to disguise what they're actually doing. And here as a quarterback, we'll look at this and we think cover one, when really at the snap of the ball, we got this guy sprinting back, getting deep half again. He's still got flats. And all this is doing, we're still doing the two robber. We're doing cover two robber. And all he's doing is staying right here. He's not moving. He's just robbing the middle of the field. That's why they call it robber. And he's sprinting back, deep halves. He's still in the flats, and he's going hook curl. So he's going hook to curl, like that. Hook to curl, like that. All right. All right. So we got cover three. Traditional. A lot of people call it sky. Free safety. Deep middle third, corner, deep middle third, corner, deep middle third. We got our strong safety on the strong side going over to the flats. Because we got the strong safety going to the flats, there's no reason we need Sam dropping back or nothing. So Sam's gonna go, most likely. Mike's got hook to curl, Will's got hook to curl, and now we got our weak side backer sprinting over to get the flags, to get to the flat. Now with this, that's a weak point right there. That weak side flat, that's our weak point. So if we got a little quick out, a little curl up, also some people call it cover 30, but it's still just cover 3. If you don't have this Sam backer over here blitzing, and he drops back, that gives him just that hook area, and he's gonna take that hook curl area. Kind of gives it that nickel look, but you still got a backer in there. Now with this, if you're hitting those weak points, those quick outs, those hitches with cover 3, they might go into a cover 3 cloud, what they call it. Basically what this is instead of having the strong safety hit the flat in the corner, hit the deep third, this strong safety is going to sprint and try to get to this deep third as fast as possible. So he's going to drop back while they have the corner roll down and pick up the flat. And with this, they can either, a lot of teams will blitz this Mike, or they'll have him drop the hook to curl. But most of the time, you'll see him blitz, and you'll see Sam drop back to hook and curl. You might see both if they don't want to blitz. Both just go. And that one goes like that. All right, so also with another variation with cover 3, it's cover 3 buzz. You may see it. Corner still dropping deep third, and instead of the strong safety hitting the flats, he's gonna stay in the hook curl. And Sam's gonna go out here to the flats. It's simple. Either Mike will blitz or Mike will stay in the hook. All right, so another variation is cover 3 match. And with this, it's cover 3, but the whole point is to protect the 4 verticals if that happens. And also the pro part of it is that we have a strong safety in the box now. So now we have 7 in the box. And so if we have 4 verticals. Basically, what's going to happen is strong safety is going to play from outside in, which is an easier way to throw it to hop in front of it for him. And he's gonna cover this. He's gonna go with this, and it basically just turns into a man. But now, if this guy doesn't go, these guys don't go running seams, and they do like an out, he's just gonna go flats. Or if he goes and he runs an in, he's just gonna go to flats, and you run your traditional cover 3. Same thing over here. And that's the whole point of it, to protect the 4 verticals and have another man in the box. All right, so we got a basic cover 4 look. Corners dropping, deep quarter, free safeties going deep quarter. We got our nickel in, deep quarter, corner, deep quarter. This weak side backer is gonna have to sprint and get to that flat. Hook curl. Strong safeties get into that flat. And that's the basic cover 4. All right, so here's a look that one of the looks that I would like with a cover 4. Why? We got stemming in, getting vertical, and then getting out of there. Z's doing a big 8 with these corners having outside leverage. That's possible. Look, depending on where this guy's at. Now over here we got A doing a wheel and bringing that X, stemming in, we're getting vertical and crossing our face. That'll be there on our progression reading over. But yeah, this is a great look.